Hello everyone! Oh, I've got something exciting to show you today. I've been experimenting again. Following Sunday's Nina Ribena's Art Journal Prompts page that I did, this one here, where I used the Tim Holtz Distress inks to create this gorgeous background. I mentioned that you could do a similar kind of thing with felt tip pens, and I've been experimenting. I thought I'd try it. I had seen Amy from Al John and also Dee from Betsy Doodle make some backgrounds out of felt tip pens. They did it slightly differently to how I've done mine, and they were producing some really cool backgrounds. I went and took another look at the weekend just to familiarise myself, so I'll put the links to both of their videos in the description box below because they are well worth having a look at. But I wanted to see if I could create the same kind of look that I achieved when I was creating this here. So I've reached for some of my my watercolour felt tip pens. These are the Maped Colourpeps brush pens. These are about £4 or £5 for a pack. You can buy them in places like Staples, you know, anywhere like that. I've also got these brush pens from Tiger. These were either £1 or £2 for the set. I didn't use these because the colours I wanted to use had dried up, unfortunately. I've had these for quite a while. But this page here was created with these Colourpeps pens, and really, you know, not quite as vibrant as the Distress inks, but you know, a really, really good alternative, because I don't know whether you can see here, I've been able to achieve all the texture that I created spraying water through two types of stencils. I use both of those. That's a handmade one that Mika sent me, and this is just one of the Creative Expressions mini stencils. And so I've been able to mimic everything that I created with the Distress inks with felt tip pens. So that's the first one there. As I say, that was made with the Colourpeps brush pens, and I use these three colours here, sort of like this pink, this orange and yellow. And I've got a tutorial in a minute just to show you exactly what I did. But let me show you what else I've been doing. That was another one that I did with the Colourpeps. This one here was done with the Akashiya Sai Feud brush pens. You've seen me use these before for drawing, you know, doodle flowers and that kind of thing, but I haven't used these in absolutely ages, and I had no idea that I'd be able to create wonderful backgrounds. For this one here, I used the pink, yellow and orange, so those were the three colours I used there. Now, price wise, as I say, the Maped brush pens that I created this page with, let me just bring them back, these are £4 or £5 for a pack. These are 20, but you do get more. And you can see that the colours are a lot more vibrant. So these are 20, and I think these are a set of 24. I haven't shown you a tutorial with this one here. I've just done it with the Mapeds, but you know, you get the idea. I did exactly the same thing with the Akashiya Sai. But look at these as well. Ta-da! Now, this one here, let me just put these like that. In fact, let me show you this one first. This one here I did also with the Akashiya Sai brush pens, and this is my favourite of all of them. I used 5 colours. I used a dark blue, a light blue, and then 2 sort of turquoise colours and purple, and I just think that is absolutely stunning. It's just gorgeous, the amount of detail I've got going on there. I haven't bothered applying any stencils or anything for that one there. Then I tried another one. I've got this one here, and this one I did with the Winsor and Newton watercolour pens. You can buy these individually. I got mine from the range here in the UK. They sell them all over the place, and I'm pretty sure that I got these for 80p each. They quite often have offers in Hobbycraft and the range with these. You can buy them in sets too, but I bought mine individually, and as I say, I'm pretty sure they were 80 or maybe 89p each. And I've just used 4 colours to create this gorgeous page here. And then I just went round the outside because these have got a brush end and a fine bullet end as well. And I just went round the outside because I've done this on picture framing mount board, which is cut at an angle. And so I've just made a border just using the brush end, just, you know, swiping it along the page like that. And then I decided to have a go because I knew that some of you would say, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to be able to do that because I haven't got any picture framing mount board. So I tried it on a piece of mixed media paper, and this is the result again. This, again, is done with the Winsor and Newton pens. And as I say, that's just done on mixed media, inexpensive mixed media paper. You could do it on watercolor. You could probably even do it on cardstock. I mean, that's pretty much all that is. I thought the picture framing mount board, considering the amount of water I used, would warp more than it has, but you know, it's fared really well. And this is the first one I tried just to see if felt tip pens worked. And this again is done with those cheap Mapeds, but I've used a mixture of different colours if I can find them. I've got that many things on my desk at the moment. I am pretty sure I used this green here. I think I used the purple for that one there, and probably this blue, and I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. I probably used the pink as well. Maybe I used 4 colours for that, I'm not sure, but I just think the results are absolutely stunning, and I can see me sort of playing with this over and over and over again. Now, to show you the kind of thing that Dee and Amy were doing, I just used these pieces. Let me find a clean one for you. It's just cut up pieces of Ziploc bag, and that was how I was doing mine. Amy and Dee were doing theirs on, I think Dee did it on a piece of acetate, and Amy did it on one of those plastic file folders, and they scribbled lots of different colours on a page. And I'm pretty sure this is the background book that Dee sent me for Christmas, and I'm pretty sure that that is one of the pages that Dee created using her felt tip pens, and I think hers were just a cheap set from the pound shop, so you can create some amazing backgrounds. And going back to these here, let's choose these two because these were done with the really inexpensive ones. I think this is a great alternative for those that you know, want to achieve all the lovely watermarks that you get with your distress inks, but you know, your budget just can't reach to it at the moment. Grab some cheap water soluble felt tip pens. Now, this won't work with Sharpies because they're permanent. Of course, felt tip pens, the water soluble ones, react to water in the same way that distress inks do. So I'm going to put the rest of the video now onto fast forward and show you how I made this, and I think I'm going to have another attempt at doing this one here as well, and then I shall be back at the end. This is such an easy technique and just so much fun to do. So I've chosen my 3 colours, and you need to be careful with the colours that you choose here. Choose colours that are next to each other on the colour wheel, because otherwise you'll just end up with a horrible muddy mess. And you can see that I just scribbled my pink felt tip pen onto this square of Ziploc bag. This was just a Ziploc bag that I got from Costco. Any Ziploc bag will do. And then I'm spraying the scribbled felt tip with just some water, and then I'm dabbing it onto my page. I'm using picture framing mount board that I picked up from the scrap store. You can try going to a picture framers and seeing if they have any scraps that they will either give you or sell to you. I'm sure they have plenty of them. And you can see that I'm wiping my piece of Ziploc bag in between, changing my colours as well. This is so that they don't get contaminated, and so that the tips of the felt tips don't get all soggy as well. So again, I'm adding more orange here, and I just wiped it off before I added some more of the felt tip, and I'm just dabbing it all over the page. Now, because I've chosen colours that are next to each other on the colour wheel, I can go over the existing pink with some of the orange if I want to, and I know that you know, those colours are going to work in harmony with one another, and I'm not going to end up with any mud. Now you can see that I'm adding yellow, so again I wiped my Ziploc bag, scribbled on some yellow, sprayed it with water, and again I'm just adding this in that space in the middle. Now you could see that I gave my page a quick dry, and then I'm just adding another layer of those 3 colours just to make it more vibrant, and also add some of those gorgeous watermarks that make the page look more interesting. drying in between each layer, again to intensify the colour and also to get those watermarks and add more interest to my page. To see if I can recreate the effect I got with my Distress inks, I'm adding water through a stencil. This is a stencil that Mika hand cut herself. So I sprayed the water through, left it for a couple of seconds and then dabbed it with a kitchen towel. And you can see that it's left the pattern from the stencil behind. And I'm just repeating that again in the bottom right hand corner, giving it a second for the water to react and then dabbing it with my kitchen towel. And you can see that I get, a good impression from that stencil. Then I repeat the process with my mini Harlequin stencil from Creative Expressions. Spray, leave it for a second, and then dab off. So there's the one that you've just seen me create. Now I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, I tried doing it with watercolour paints as well. These are the Artist Loft watercolour paints and I used the pink, orange and yellow. I think I used a couple of different pinks for this one here. So again, it does work. I got a completely different look, more of a powdery look, I would say. But you can see what it does to the acetate. It sticks to it. It doesn't sort of drizzle off in the same way that watercolour pens do. But again, another alternative for you. So I am going to show you how I created this one here with these colours of the Akashiya Sai pen. So again, I'm just going to put the video onto fast forward. Now for this piece, I'm being a bit more random about how I place my colours. Again, I've chosen colours that are next to each other on the colour wheel, so I know that if I overlap any of these colours, they're going to work in harmony with one another and I'm not going to end up with any mud. So I add my dark blue first and then give it a quick dry before I repeat the process with that purple. And the reason I dry it is that I've got a lot of liquid going on here and I don't want the colours to run together too much, so just by giving it a quick dry I stop it running more than I want it to, and I just keep adding all my different layers. So here I'm adding the palest of the blue, that turquoise blue, and again I'm just dabbing that on and I just continue through all 5 colours, drying in between. Continue building up those layers, overlapping them. I put down my first 5 colours and then I'm just coming in with the same 5 colours over and over again until I'm happy with the way that it looks and it's pleasing to my eye. As I said earlier, these colours are all next to each other on the colour wheel, so I can overlap as much as I like, and I know that I'm not going to end up with any mud. Right, I'm calling this one done. I just absolutely love those colours. I just think they're gorgeous, and that's how it compares to the previous one that I did. I don't know which way up I like it. So just beautiful. So those were done with the Akashiya Psi pens. These are the two that I did with the Winsor and Newton colours. So similar colours, just a slightly different, more subdued look. The Akashiya Psi, you can see, are much brighter. That one was done on picture framing mount board. This one was done on mixed media paper. This is the pink, orange and yellow one that I did using Akashiya Psi, and these are the two that I did using the cheap Maped colour peps. But you know, I just love those. I just really like the way that those turned out. This was also done with the Maped, just in different colourways, and this one here in the pink, orange and yellow was done with the Artist Loft watercolours. Let me just show you the background that I've got as well. This is just the mop-up paper. The washi tape was just a guide for me so that I knew where not to go out of, so that I wasn't out of frame for you. So I hope you like that. I hope that's given you some ideas of how you can create some wonderful backgrounds using felt tip pens. If you like that, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, because as I always say, it just lets YouTube know that you like what I'm doing. And let me know what you think in the comments below, and feel free to share this video on Pinterest or, you know, on your Facebook pages. That really helps me out too. So I shall see you all again soon. I'll be back at some stage as well with these, and we'll work on turning them into finished pages. I'll dig out some focal images and we'll see what we can do with these. So take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.